Hello and welcome to the Budget Knitter podcast channel. My name is WSpargurKnits, I am your host, and today I am here with you to do a review of the Red Heart Colorscape yarn. This is an amazing yarn by Red Heart, and I am fortunate enough to have come across it while I was at Stitches West, and I also met the wonderful, amazing, beautiful national spokesperson of Red Heart Yarns, Marley Bird. If you do not know Marley Bird, she has a podcast, she has a YouTube channel, she has everything you could possibly think of in terms of the amazing yarn and fiber community. She was at Stitches West and she had this beautiful yarn, and I knew immediately that I needed to get some. So I grabbed 2 balls of it, and this is all I have left. But a little bit about what the yarn is. So, of course, the amazing products that come from Red Heart Yarn. It is a 100-gram skein. It is 187 yards. It is the color Acapulco, Acapulco, and it is a medium 4 worsted weight yarn. For crochet, it recommends a 4.5 millimeter hook, or what I believe is a US 7, and it is 17 single crochets and 23 rows for a 4" by 4" or 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter swatch. For knitting, it recommends a 5 millimeter needle, or a US 8, and it is 16 stitches and 22 rows for a 4" by 4" swatch. It is 100% acrylic. It is machine wash, cold, gentle cycle, tumble, dry, low, do not iron, do not bleach, and professionally dry clean. Oh wait, if you can machine wash cold it, then why would you also professionally dry clean it? Anyway, beautiful, beautiful yarn. I believe it is a single ply worsted, so it's a little interesting to work with, but I absolutely loved working with it. So my experience with working with it is that, so I crocheted it, as you can see. One of the things you guys know that I love to do is I love to show you a finished object that I've made with the yarn that I'm reviewing, because I like to get a feel for how I like working with it. So this yarn is so soft. I loved working with it, and it glided right across my crochet hook without any issues, barely any snags. I don't think I even split the yarn once. So this was just an incredible yarn to work with. I enjoyed everything about it. Now, Red Heart Colorscape comes in several colors. It is a beautiful yarn. So the one I'm using has, of course, pretty much the whole spectrum of the rainbow, but they've got one that's kind of greens, one that's kind of just reds. I believe there's one that's just sort of blues. Great yarns. They're $5.99 on the Red Heart website. I did not have a chance to kind of look around and see everywhere that it's located, but I believe it's at Michael's and JoAnns. I could be wrong about that. I was looking up several yarns right before this review, so I'm a little confused right now. But I will put in the video description box below where you can find these yarns online from the different big box stores, and that'll give you a better idea of where you can find it in your local area. But again, it's $5.99 per ball, so I think that's a really great value. But of course, if you shop at Michael's or JoAnns, you're going to, of course, have coupons that you can use to save even more money on this yarn. Now, this shawl that it's a shawl, it's a cowl, it's kind of both. So this is a really great piece that I designed using this yarn. I wanted to play with the gradients, and I also wanted to play with something that was really simple, something that just about any beginner crocheter could make, but also something that looks really awesome. So the cowl is called the W cowl. W is W in Spanish, or at least the Spanish that I learned, W. But I put W in parentheses in the pattern name. It's pretty much typed up. I'm going to get a couple testers here soon, but it's pretty much ready to go. What I love about this is that it's made entirely as just a flat rectangle, and then you put a loop on one end, and then you fold it diagonally the long way. So what makes it the W is the way that it folds over and creates 2 points. So as you see here, I have 1 point hanging over my shoulder, and then I have 1 point hanging down. It makes it very asymmetrical, but makes it very fun and gives it a lot of really cool look. There's some open mesh areas, and so this whole pattern is just half double crochet, chains, and single crochets. It's a beautiful, beautiful, simple pattern. Anybody could make it. I think it's a really great addition to your wardrobe. It looks good in just about any yarn. I've actually started doing this pattern in a couple of other yarns. One that's a little less pilly is, I guess, a way I'll put this, because it's a single ply, so it's going to pill a little bit. But I also have, like, scruff, so it's catching on that. But I'm doing it in kind of just a regular worsted weight acrylic yarn, but I'm also doing it in kind of like a fuzzy fingering sport weight yarn that I think it'll look really fun in as well. So it looks great in any yarn, and I promise you, it's so simple. I made this in 2 days. It really takes no time at all, especially if you're getting gauge. This can be pretty much made any size. If you wanted a little bigger, you could go a little bigger or wider, whatever you wanted to do. It really is a lot of fun. So let me show you kind of how it looks when I take it off. Let me move the mic first. Okay, so here's how you take it off, or I've got to pull it out here. This is it. Flat piece. Flat piece with some open eyelets. It's been blocked, it's been stretched, it's been worn. It is well worn, I will say, actually. But look at the gradients in this. I love the way the color plays. It's got a beautiful picot edge. This is just incredible. I do have an end to weave in. I've been really lazy and I just haven't done it yet. But anyway, this is the loop. So you take it, and again, let me get the way that I like to wear it. So you take the flat piece, and instead of these two corners, you take the opposite diagonal corner and you fold it over. Now you see that? It creates a W, just like that. That simple. And then you take the loop in this hand, and the point in this hand, and you put it around your neck, and you tighten to where you are most comfortable, and then you just tuck that end in the back, and then adjust as necessary. And there you go. Super simple, beautiful, fun to wear, easy to make. You're gonna love this, and this Colorscape yarn is perfect for this pattern. I guarantee you're gonna love it. You only need 2 balls for this. Super simple project, great gift item for anybody in your family or friend group. So try out this yarn, and when I release the pattern, you should definitely pick that up as well. And that is pretty much my review for this yarn. I hope you love it as much as I do, and I hope you pick some up and let me know how it goes. If you've used this yarn before, comment in the video that place down there. Tell me what you've made with it, and let me know how you liked using it. And I will be here on this channel again with some more yarn reviews here in the future, and eventually a regularly scheduled podcast if I haven't already done it, because I am filming all of these videos out of order. Anyway, so thank you for joining me for this review. I hope you love this yarn, and I will see you again very soon here on the Budget Knitter Podcast channel. Thanks. Bye.